to the 18th episode of Wednesdays with Wesley. Before I begin, I would like to address that a way has been determined to record on the Xbox, and the person who suggested this idea to me will be credited with their idea at a later date. So, anonymous person, you will just have to wait. Additionally, I am pre-recording this episode at the same time as I pre-recorded last week's episode, which is one day before last week's episode, otherwise known as today, but for you, known as 8 days ago. So if you understood anything that just came out of my mouth, you know what I'm talking about. I guess that's kind of redundant. But, all that aside, it is getting a little bit difficult to record these because in the middle of recording, sometimes, like, the bread making machine turns on, and then it goes or some equally irritating noise, and this frustrates me. So, I'm going to have to make this a little bit quick. Today I would like to discuss obsessions, and for those of you who don't know, I'm just going to make up a definition on the spot. They're those things that you get really interested in. Yeah. Pretty sure that's all I can say. So, a lot of my life has been kind of central. Obsessions have been central to a lot of my younger life, and a little bit less to my older life, as a lot less free time is on my hands. But when I was younger, obsessions usually meant, oh, I should share this with everyone, whether they want to listen or not. And I do believe I've already mentioned that 2 episodes ago. Again, thinking in the future is hurting my brain. But it is a little interesting because the whole obsessions thing. So, basically, obsessions, after telling everyone about my obsessions, it's sometime around 4th grade, were kind of relegated. No, it's relegated, not delegated. I can look that up later. Relegated to a lesser position in my life, and mostly kind of demoted to something that I don't talk about very often. So this is my little chance to talk about that. But, obviously I'm not going to list all of them that I've ever had in my entire life, because that would be interesting. But I guess as you get older and you mature greater, your hormones kind of pretty much reduce your childish desires about telling everyone about your obsessions. But obsessions do seem to be kind of an important part of your life. Like, otherwise how would we bond over other people with our common obsessions? Some people like to call them interests. But I digress. Digressing towards the Wesley Word of Wisdom for today, which will be perception is based on situation. Have an excellent day. I'm going to assume that I'm having one as well, because when you see this I'll be on vacation, and I see you next week.